Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Today, I am reacting to a lot of what took place in Walter's interview with Little Black Book 91. Shout out to Little Black Book 91. OMG, it's nearly 5 hours long, you guys. Nearly 5 hours. And thank goodness that there were certain bookmarks that I could just go to, like, the main tea specific about the show. But even with that, I couldn't even get through all of it because it was just too much. It was too much going on. And then the chat was lit. It was just a lot. First and foremost, I have to say to production for Ready to Love DC, you guys dropped the ball. I don't know if you guys were only, paid per hour. You guys were on a part-time schedule. You guys were PRN. You guys were on call. But you guys missed so much off-camera drama that we were fed crumbs and boring filler episodes all season, including the 2-part reunion. Where was production this season? Did they have COVID too? Like, where were they? Where was production? Why is all this tea being spilled in these postseason interviews by the cast and we were shown nothing on the show? Apparently, there was a lot more of a serious connection between Tyrone and Sabrina than what was originally let on. Allegedly, Walter and Shiloh were so close that people thought they were sleeping together. Walter saying that Shiloh is his safe space, his safe place. What? They talk every day for hours on end? No wonder you didn't have time to call Sabrina. Sabrina's wondering why you ghosted her. And you are talking every day, all day with Shiloh, who, by the way, apparently is suing OWN. But I don't know what the details of that entails. Maybe if she is feeling as though after the Phil incident, production still forced her to film with him and film that scene with Tommy, that maybe she's thinking that she has a case if she told them, whatever the incident happened, that she was done and they still made her do that scene. I don't know. But it's just a mess. And then it gets messy because of the Phil and Shiloh incident that took place. Guess who Shiloh calls first to tell about it? Mr. Walter. And so she tells Walter not to tell anyone. And that if anyone asks you to say, I don't know. So apparently they also had a long conversation before Walter met Sabrina's cousin, and he was literally parked outside of Sabrina's place having yet another conversation with Shiloh about the situation with Phil before he goes in to discuss with, Sabrina's cousin and get to know her and talk about what's going on between him and Sabrina, this and that. And so then after the conclusion of that, Sabrina asks Walter, had he heard about Shiloh and Phil? And he's like, I don't know. But then later, Shiloh calls Sabrina and is like, yeah, I already told Walter everything that happened. So now there's drama with Sabrina and Walter. What is going on? That is just a messy. And so then Sabrina enters the chat. This is why this went from probably like a 2-hour interview to like a 5-hour interview. Sabrina enters the chat and is just calling Walter out. And then they are putting up her comments on the screen on display for Walter to react. It is just a hot mess. So Sabrina is alleging that Walter had a whole girlfriend the entire show and this and that. So he's pissed. He's, breaks down everything, says that there was a girl he was with, apparently that he broke up with before the show began, before the show started filming. And, they had previously lived together until she was able, I guess, to get on her feet, get a new job, get a new car, all this. And when the show started and when Sabrina was going through her stuff with Tyrone, the ex, I'm guessing, calls Walter and basically says, "What's up?" And he says, "What's up?" And she's like, "So I'm trying to see you," or whatever. And so he basically was like, "I have needs. She has needs. I need maintenance. She needs maintenance. So we just did our thing, and we were having sex throughout the whole time I was filming, because I can't go without 1 or 2 months without sex," is what Walter says in this interview. And so they're like, "Okay, but you're on a dating show with intentions to potentially get into a serious relationship with somebody." And Walter says, "That's great and all, but most men are always sleeping with somebody until they end up dating and getting serious with the woman that they want." And so it's just a hot mess. And so everybody's saying he's for the streets, he's the maintenance man in the comments. I don't know if those of you guys who read Michael Baisden's book, I'm not sure the demographics of you guys, but the maintenance man is all I could think about when Walter was describing his shenanigans. I'm like, are you Michael Baisden? What is happening? Remember Michael Baisden's book, The Maintenance Man, where he's like going around and providing maintenance to all the women? Remember that? Check it out if you haven't already. Oh my goodness. Hot mess. I couldn't even finish after that because it was just so awkward. It was so awkward. And it's just wow. It's like you're out here mad at Courtney for her flirting with Cornelius on your guys' double date, making it seem as though you're prim and proper. You're mad at Sabrina for formerly being a stripper and saying you don't know how you're going to deal with that. Meanwhile, you have a whole friends with benefit situation going on with somebody else, and your reason for that and not hooking up with somebody on the show is because all of the girls are allegedly in a group chat basically comparing notes on all the men. And so he didn't want to do anything that was going to cause drama with Mumin, and he didn't want to do anything that was going to cause drama with Sabrina, but allegedly Sabrina was finding out things anyways, and it was just a mess. It was just a mess because it was lit in the chat and it was lit in the comments, and it was just too much. It was lit in the interview. Like, it was just too much for this to be 5 hours. 5 hours long. Like, I can't. I don't have time. I don't have time, you guys. I do not have 5 hours. I don't have 5 hours. I do not. Oh my goodness. What is happening? And apparently there's more Brown Girl Squad drama, which might just need to be a separate video in itself after everybody does their post-season interviews, because it just sounds like things were a lot worse of the shenanigans of Zadia and Camille that they were doing to the cast and trying to sabotage other people, and their special hatred for Courtney, their special hatred for Sabrina, their special hatred for Sydney and Aisha is just too much. It is just too much, and they should be thanking production for how much they were able to protect them, because it just sounds like they were a riot, and that's a whole separate video in itself of all of the things that they allegedly did this season. But it got to a point in this interview where Walter was like, hey, people always say that they have tea and they want to spill tea on people. And he's like, hey, if people are trying to out me and throw me under the bus, there's a lot of tea on all of y'all that I can put out there as well if we really want to go there. But what you're not going to do is lie on me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, what is going on? What is the tea? Just tell us at this point, because it's already 5 hours. Like, what's another hour or two of just telling us what really is happening with this cast? What in the world, Walter? Maintenance man, what is going on? React, you guys. React. What are your thoughts about the latest drama with the Ready to Love DC cast? What is going on? Why wasn't any of this captured on the show? Why didn't we see Walter and Shiloh's alleged connection? And that's another thing I don't like about these reality shows is production makes it a point, like I said in a previous video, to, on these dating shows, continue to put certain people together on dates, put certain people together to make appear as the it couple or as the couples that allegedly have the strongest connection. But then you actually find out there's actually stronger connections behind the scenes that they aren't showing, that they may randomly show up at the end, or they may randomly show up at not at all. Like, it's just awful. And then you hear about it post-season. You know, Walter's talking every day to Shiloh, and he's their safe place. What? But then he's trying to go on and say that him and Sabrina have this amazing energy together, and this and that. I still think his number one was Mumin, because how do you just stop calling Sabrina altogether for Shiloh, and you're still trying to do all this stuff for Mumin, and apparently Sabrina felt a way that you spent $500 allegedly for Mumin's tires. Like, it was just too much going on. And then you still had to provide maintenance to your friends with benefits. I can't. Michael Baisden, I can't. You maintenance man, you. What are you doing? What is happening? You guys, I need you guys to react. What do you guys think of this Walter stuff? What do you guys think? I will put the link to the interview with Little Black Book 91 in the description box, of course. You guys already know anything that I'm referencing, anything I'm reacting to. The link will be in the description box for you guys to check out yourself and vet for yourself. When you guys do that, make sure you turn on the chat. Make sure you turn on the live chat replay so you can see all of the replies. Make sure you do that. So that is all of my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think, what potential tea he has on the rest of the cast. Because apparently a lot of people are holding out on us on what the real deal is. So I am curious to find out that. So let me know your guys' thoughts. React. Those of you, if it's your first time viewing my channel, welcome. I have a Ready to Love playlist because this season doesn't seem to want to end. Even though we're supposed to allegedly going to a new season starting next Friday. This current cast is lit. This current cast has a lot of drama. And apparently we were swindled. We were bamboozled. We were deprived of an actual show, of an actual season, because they wanted to feed us crumbs and feed us nonsense. So react and let me know your guys' thoughts. Those of you who have been continued supporters, who are my subscribers, who've been supporting the channel, who are reacting and having so much fun in the comments, thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you so much. I'm grateful, thankful, and appreciative of each and every single one of you and how quickly this channel has grown because of you. You guys are amazing, and I am appreciative of everything you guys have done up until this point. You guys are awesome. Blessings to each and every single one of you. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment that I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon.